Shit. Okay. Slip and slide. Whoa. I'm trying to cut a rug.
I think the best thing about NHA is the freedom they give us, because when I went to ESOMs, I had no freedom. I had no study halls. Only people that had study halls, I think, were the seniors, and it was like one. And over here, they kind of seem to like work with you more versus just tell you to do stuff and you deal with it. If you actually ask for help, they'll actually help you.
The best thing about New Haven Academy is how they focus on you and your education. They're very involved in what you do and how you do it.
The best thing about New Haven Academy is how the teachers focus on you and how it's like one big family here.
How small it is and how we get to interact with the teachers all.
Well, I'm Kyrie. I go here, obviously. I'm a rising senior and all that. And the best thing I like about NHA is how everybody is a family and we all get to unite and all that. We see each other every day. So like you're basically guaranteed to see at least every person once a day, or just about, if you really think about it.
That it's a small school and we're like a family here, and the teachers are very supportive, and yeah.
The major thing that I always struggle with, especially with school, is my procrastination, because I tend to like throw stuff off. So like, let's say I get an assignment for math, I'm gonna wait till the day before it's due to do it, just because I hate doing it. So the only way that I can really fix that, I tried over summer school, and is just really doing my work in class, so that way when I go home, it's a lot less to do. So I still might not do it as much, but I get enough done to at least get a B now versus just saying, you know what, whatever, throwing it to the side.
Something that I struggle with is being focused. And how I deal with it, I just try to remove myself from the situation. So that's how I focus.
One thing I struggled with was procrastination, not getting your work done on time when you're supposed to get it done.
How'd you deal with it?
And I dealt with it by getting it all done in summer school instead of me getting it done during the school year like I was supposed to. I had to waste half my summer going to summer school getting all work done.
Waiting to the last minute and how stressed out I got.
Something that I struggle with throughout high school is probably finding out where I fit in the school. Because at first, when I was a freshman, like I really didn't know like where I'd fit in, because I didn't really I like to talk, so I was like real shy back then. But like over time, like I've learned to get over that and like be more outgoing. Like even still, a little part of me is still shy. It's like I know how to balance it better so that I just don't seem like that person who just sits there and doesn't talk to anyone.
My struggle in high school is making my friends a big priority and not putting my schoolwork first. And
What do you mean by that?
like I would always go home with my friends instead of being in class, and it made me struggle with my schoolwork, and I wasn't meeting deadlines and things like that. Yeah.
How did it change?
I made my friends my last priority and put my schoolwork first.
It's gonna be stressful. It's high school. It's a new environment. You might not be comfortable. You might not know that many people. You might know a lot of people. Regardless, it's gonna be stressful because of the simple fact that it's a whole nother look at school. Versus middle school, when you stuck, walking through lines and stuff like that, and you have to go to lunch together in the same exact people that you see all day, every day. Well, high school is new schedule. You might have classes with some people that's older than you, younger than you. There's gonna be issues, but in order to avoid all the stress, avoid all the issues, what you really gotta do is just do you. Focus on what you gotta do, make sure you get it all done, and then worry about everybody else. If they try to give you a problem, man, it's not even worth it.
Thank you.
The best advice to give is, this is a very small school, and I'm telling you, just stay to yourself, because If you don't, your business will be everywhere. I'm just telling you that now. But just focus and do a great job, and that's all that matters.
Thank you.
One piece of advice I would give freshmen is to stay on top of your work. Because if you don't turn in one piece of work at NHA, your whole GPA can go down.
Thank you.
I was doing the social question. I already answered that.
Socially.
Don't let your social life intervene with your work.
Thank you.
Or should I say school?
I'd probably say meet deadlines and don't procrastinate. Because if you procrastinate, it all just builds up, and then later on in the semester, you have a lot more work on your shoulder, and then it just becomes almost unbearable, probably. But like, if you just stay on top of your work and meet deadlines and get work done, then you would be like in a much better place, and you won't have to worry about that. And high school will seem more fun and more enjoyable.
For incoming freshmen, I can say that your first impression is your best impression, and just try to stay out of trouble and put your schoolwork before your social life and your friends.
All right, Mom.
Whatever.